All right, we got Margie back on the show. Popular
Hello,
demand.
I'm back.
You're back. You're back. We need a little
Yeah.
song. Margie is back. So, yeah, I mean, HandyCon was great. We wrapped up, so the Road to HandyCon series is over, but we're starting this new one talking, different things about blockchains and proof of work. And today we're going to give 5 points of like milestones in proof of work. So, you ready? Like, I'll take the first one, Margie. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. So I was learning too when we prepared for this. 1993, proof of work started by computer scientists that were working to reduce email spamming and DDoS attacks, which are like denial of service, where there's lots of people trying to like overload a server and crash a server. So these scientists made the proof of work way back in 1993. So that's pretty weird, pretty fascinating. I guess it didn't get popular until the second point. Which we all know. What's that one, Margie?
It's the adoption in Bitcoin. And going back to the first one, I
Yeah,
actually learned it. Like the original purpose of it is for the email scam, right? To
yeah,
prevent it, right? And
yeah,
then I'm so surprised.
yeah. I
And then
know.
the person who invented it just never thought that it would become such a big industry now, like POW and everything.
Yeah, I don't think they thought they maybe were just annoyed with getting spam.
Right. I know. I just thought it's very fascinating when I learned it. And going on to milestone two is, of course, the adoption in Bitcoin. So the most notable implementation of proof of work came with the launch of Bitcoin in 2009. And then it helped maintain the security and integrity of the decentralized network by validating transactions and creating new blocks through mining. And that's basically what our company is
Yeah,
based on.
Bitmain is doing
Yeah,
great with that.
POW.
It's a leader in the
Hmm.
mining for Bitcoin and many major, also Handshake and many other
Yeah.
major proof of work big blockchains.
Mhm.
And I think my comments on this point is, of course, we all are fast. Satoshi Nakamoto was the inventor of Bitcoin as a genius, but he didn't create proof of work like we just said, right? It was 1993. I think
Right.
his magic was he took a few different technologies and he
Hmm.
combined it together to make Bitcoin and a secure way to have a
Hmm.
distributed ledger of money or numbers. So it's amazing that we're 2009. That's a long time ago,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Long time ago. I think I was like 15 or something.
I was
Yeah.
a
Know
little bit
nothing
older.
about Bitcoin or POW. And look where I am now.
Yeah, you're a leader here. It's great. Moving up in the world. I don't know if I told you, but I heard about Bitcoin in like 2011 or 12, maybe 11. My friend, I was living in Shenzhen, China. He had a bar. He
Where
had a
I'm from.
Yeah, that's where you're from. Maybe you were walking by we were at a bar in Sheko
Oh, really?
at a peninsula downstairs of Peninsula,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and we're drinking. And my friend owned a bar, and he says
Oh,
it was like four of us at a table out in a patio outside, And he's like,
have
I
you
found
heard
out
of
about.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, he's like, I just got some Bitcoin. And we're laughing at him. We're laughing at him. And he's like, yeah, it's this internet money. And people are laughing. There's older people
Oh
than
my
me.
gosh.
So they
Where
were
is he
even,
now? How many Bitcoin does he have now?
he doesn't like to talk about it because he bought it for like 30 cents each. And
Oh my,
he bought like 1,000 of them with PayPal. But then that whole week, so we were talking about Bitcoin that whole week. And like 3 days later, we're like, how's your magic internet money doing? He's like, oh man, it went to $1 and I sold it. Oh, I made so much money. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
and
Well, but nobody knew. I guess yeah, nobody knew that it's gonna go up like this right now, right? And
yeah. So that was the
probably make some
story.
money. Good.
Yeah, I mean, he doubled or tripled his money.
Yeah, it's good.
Um, so yeah, that's the story of how I heard about it. I didn't get
Oh
involved
my
either till a couple years
I
later when
thought he lost it. When you were telling the story, I thought he
I
lost
have
it,
friends
like
that have
lost
lost
the
it though. I have
password
one
or something.
friend. He's so angry. I think he dropped his phone off the boat in Checo. and it had his wallet and his seed phrase. So he had 2 or 3 Bitcoin on it.
Well, 203 is okay. It's not that bad. It's not
Not that
like a
bad.
not
Yeah.
like a thousand. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I guess I don't have to worry about that. I don't have
It's gonna be
wow,
even
that's
more. It's gonna be
a
even
cool
more, right?
story.
That's what they all say.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's.
Amazing things happening in Shoko.
Yeah, we were all in Checo. Maybe you were hanging out. You're a little bit young then, so a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
So
I was like young,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But those were days. We learned a lot about technology then. I wish we just all bought 1,000 Bitcoin and didn't do anything.
Yeah, seriously.
Actually, everybody says to me, Mike, if you just came to China and bought real estate and converted your dollars to
Oh,
RMB,
yeah, but we cannot play God, right? Like nobody knows. We
true,
don't know. Yeah.
true, we don't know. Okay. Point three is scaling challenges. So, I think that was another issue. There's actually a book that just came out, a complete kind of talk about it with Roger Ver, hijacking Bitcoin, just came out a couple weeks ago. But there was this discussions about the mining, the fees, the and the amount of transactions per block, and the amount of computing power, and so people were always kind of talking about the costs also, with related to Bitmain, like the needing of equipment and the environment. And I think we'll have a session in the future, Margie, about the environment, because I know you and Bitmain are working on solving that with a lot of different
Okay.
solutions.
Mhm.
But I think that was a big discussion, and even still, but sometimes governments are critical. Like I think in China and in the US and others, they complain about the amount of computing power needed to do proof of work.
Right,
So that's always been
right.
some critical part of proof of work that people bring up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
And I think I think so when I was visiting some mining farms, they have the greenhouses. It's like a good example of using the waste heat that was produced by from mining. So I think
oh,
that's a very good like use example of the waste heat. And I think the waste heat technologies will be like one of the main focuses that in the mining industry in the future, like how to use the waste heat, like how to use the energy and like how to store the energy. Like
mm,
technologies might be like the future focuses and people can work on.
yeah.
And we can work.
I think we'll have a whole segment maybe in the next edition
Yeah,
of
that would
this.
be very interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
I think I'm still learning it, and then
Okay.
I've just seen like so many like interesting examples that
Okay.
of the waste heat
Perfect.
technologies. That could be our next topic.
I think that's next topics. Tune in everybody
Yes,
for our next
I'll
session.
I'll do some homework
All
before.
right. Homework from RG. Okay, great. So,
Yeah, and moving on to milestone 4, it's the evolution and innovation. And in response to the scalability and sustainability challenges posed by POW, alternative consensus mechanism like POS, delegated proof of stake, and proof of authority were developed. I don't even know like proof of authority.
I think that's Cardano. Or there's a few of these others. I don't know how they work, honestly, but there's
I
some.
don't even know like this
But yeah,
exists.
I
Sorry, I'm
think
like so.
around 2017 during all that crazy ICOs, and I think what was happening, just like people were complaining about the environment and the amount of computers and hardware needed. So people started thinking of these like proof of stake, there's all these different ones. Like I've heard a
Oh,
few. There's so many different ones. There's more than
mhm.
just these three, but there's all these different ways of creating blocks without compute, but with like staking. And I don't even know how authority ones work, but yeah, they have all these different ones that they came up with. And there's
Wow.
actually some concerns. I mean, I mean, I guess I do use Ethereum, and I do use, which is proof of stake now. We can have a session about that. I think Bitmain is also supporting the Bitcoin Ethereum Classic. And there was also that
Yeah.
change, right? When it moved off of proof of work, Ethereum.
Oh yeah.
That would
Mm-hmm.
be an interesting
Yeah,
discussion,
we
maybe.
definitely support Ethereum Classic and also follow our Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Bitmain.
our Twitter. We're
Yep.
doing a lot on that, and we're still trying to, develop ETC, and then we're doing a lot on that too. So if you're
Awesome.
interested.
Yeah, I've heard at WDMS and
Mhm.
from some of your colleagues. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so our fifth and final for today's session. I love everybody's feedback about this new series. Continued relevance and adaption. So, despite, like we said, proof of stake and other criticisms of POW, it's still obvious. Of course, Bitcoin is still POW. Handshake here at Sky Include is proof of work, and the
Mhm.
Bitmain's got miners for it. I'll be honest, Margie, I used to be a little bit critical of proof of work. I think there was a lot of news. I don't know if it was governments or whatever, but they really made it seem like it was bad for the
Uh,
environment or bad for. But POW is stronger than ever, right? I mean, we were just at your event in
oh yeah.
Oman, and I was just talking to another miner that was there. I just had a call. He's in Dubai. And yeah, I mean, I think it's stronger than ever and more relevant because it is much more decentralized than, in my opinion, than
Yes.
proof of stake is kind of the rich get richer. They have the current tokens, like, and they're staking that token, they're getting more token, and they're just kind of getting bigger and richer. Whereas proof of
Mhm.
work, you kind of have to keep the mining going, computing going, and it's an open, permissionless ecosystem.
Yeah. I think we're doing a lot. We're the biggest supporter of POW, and then we continue to explore ways that we can do to benefit the whole mining industry instead of just, I mean, like benefit the whole crypto industry instead of just the mining industry itself. So
Okay,
we're trying to expand our perspectives, horizon, and then also looking for collaborating with different companies, like energy companies, like use different technologies. And we're doing like a lot to, probably solve the environment issues or kind of raise awareness and then, yeah, just benefit the whole industry.
perfect. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I've been seeing it as we've worked together and seeing what Bitmain's been doing, so it's really great. I think that's a wrap for our first of this new series. I had fun,
We should
Margie.
name it. We should have a name of our
I
wonderful
think it's
series.
like POW is the POW series or POW. I was thinking weekly, but I think that might be too often unless you want to make
Probably.
POW.
If we want to be more informative, I guess we could do like 2 weeks. Like
Yeah, I
make
think
it
2 weeks. That's
one,
what I think
two
too. So
really fun.
I'm thinking like
And
POW insights or something. I don't, or do you want, is
yeah,
it
we could do.
POW? Or it could
Oh,
be
or we could have like a vote section
true. There we
down
go. Yeah, let's
comment.
put a
Yeah, and
vote.
then people can,
We'll
yeah,
think of a few names and if everybody can vote
yeah.
what they like in the comments on the Twitter thread.
Just a double M's. POW.
Yeah, Margie and
Marty
Mike, PO
double M.
double M series.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's the one. We'll
Yeah,
put
just
that one up there.
yeah, just a comment below
Comment below.
your
Good idea.
recommended names and we will use it. And
Great.
then
Thanks, everybody. And then, of course, follow Bitmain and Margie and I and Sky, including everybody. So have a great day. And yeah, put your votes in and see you in the next episode.
great. Bye guys.